Gian Lorenzo Bernini, master painter, sculptor, and architect. His unforgettable works were breathtaking and revolutionary. He brought life and storytelling into marble and canvas, and his bold and daring pieces even earned him praise by the Vatican. For many years he worked under the patronage of Pope Barberini and designed many of the Vatican's architecture and art, such as Vatican Square and St. Peter's baldachin. Although Bernini's talents were nourished and valued by the Catholic Church, when Pope Innocent X became elected into the papacy, he shunned Bernini's creative services from Vatican City. Now with no papal patron, and during his time of disgrace in the mid-1640s, Bernini's talents and abilities were available to a more lenient crowd. He was then asked to create a funerary chapel for the Cornaro family, inside the Santa Maria della Vittoria in Rome. His new patron was Cardinal Federico Cornaro, the seventh person in his family to become a cardinal. So with his new orders in hand, Bernini sculpted the Ecstasy of St. Teresa in 1647, as well as the surrounding architecture of the chapel. Needless to say, this was not a common fantasy to sculpt, as it showed St. Teresa in the midst of a toe-curling orgasm brought upon by the love of God. Before examining the artwork and the morals behind it, we should examine the background of St. Teresa herself. Teresa de Cepeda Villa y Almohada was born in the Spanish town of Avila in the province of Old Castile in 1515. Considered one of the greatest saints of all time for her life, work, and supposed miracles, St. Teresa was said to be a humorous, intelligent, hard-headed, feminine woman. Although she was a saint, there are numerous accounts of St. Teresa having odd religious visions, where she had claimed to see angels. Some people even testified to witnessing her levitate. The saint wrote an autobiography where she detailed many of her visions, including the one Bernini would sculpt many years later.
Beside me on the left appeared an angel in bodily form. He was not tall but short and very beautiful, and his face was so aflame that he appeared to be one of the highest rank of angels, who seemed to be all on fire. In his hands I saw a great golden spear, and at the iron tip there appeared to be a point of fire. This he plunged into my heart several times so that it penetrated to my entrails. When he pulled it out, I felt that he took them with it, and left me utterly consumed by the great love of God. The pain was so severe that it made me utter several moans. The sweetness caused by this intense pain is so extreme that one cannot possibly wish it to cease, nor is one's soul content with anything but God. This is not a physical but a spiritual pain, though the body has some share in it, even a considerable share.
During the time Bernini was creating the chapel, the Counter-Reformation was taking place. Brought upon by the Catholic Church, the Counter-Reformation occurred from 1545 to 1648 as a response to the Protestant Reformation. During this time, many artists who incorporated any promiscuity or nudity into their art, the Church sought out their pieces and either had them altered or destroyed. Many works, such as The Last Judgment painted by Michelangelo, became under attack for nudity, portraying Christ without a beard, or having the pagan god Chiron visible in the fresco. This was a time where an artist's creative freedom was judged and limited. Bernini was basically spitting on the Catholic Church by sculpting the Ecstasy of St. Teresa. However, since the piece was placed in an obscure location, the Catholic Church didn't pursue destroying it, but merely became offended by the idea that a saint be portrayed in such a manner. Bernini was unafraid. At a time where many people feared the Catholic Church for their manipulative ways and controlling efforts, few had the courage to be different. Artists silently defied the Church with new ideas through the expression of great talent and skill. Many artists throughout the Renaissance and the Counter-Reformation introduced something new and revolutionary to the world through the beauty of art.